Welcome back to Reading Rocks with Covenant Kids, where we have adventures with books and learn about God. Here are my friends, Jack and Jill, and they have come up the hill to read our book with us. Well, good to see you, Jack and Jill. Now, we're going to read a book today called I Will Rejoice, and it is written by Karma Wilson, and it's illustrated by Amy June Bates. Well, boys and girls and Jack and Jill, rejoice means to be so happy that you want to tell everybody about it, okay? So let's read the book and see what it's all about. Don't you love book adventures? Okay, especially when they teach us something about God or we get to go on adventures. We love them, don't we? Well, let's see what this one is about. I will rejoice. All right. The Bible tells us in Psalm 118:24, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will rejoice in the early light with a good morning kiss and a hug so tight. I'll dress myself up, sit down in my seat, and give thanks to the Lord for the food that I eat. Well, Jack and Jill, she's getting off to a good start. Do you like to get a hug or a kiss from someone in the morning, your mom or your dad? Do you? Is that a good way to get a good start? Now, how about, it says that she gives thanks to the Lord before she eats her breakfast. Is that a good thing to do? Do you do that? Well, that's a good thing to do. To give a thanks, say your blessing before you eat. Well, I'm glad you do that. Well, boys and girls, I hope you do too. It's like she's sitting right there getting ready to eat her breakfast. Okay, let's see what happens next. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Looks like she's getting ready to play with a friend. I will rejoice as I run and play. Thank you, dear God, for this beautiful day. Well, boys and girls, and Jack and Jill, isn't it nice to have a friend, especially when if you're either out of school or even if you don't go to school, to have a friend come over to play and look at all the things that they're doing. They're playing jump rope and having a tea party and just lying down in the sun and playing with their toys. Well, do you like to have a friend come over sometimes? Well, you know what? That's a gift from God to have a special friend come over and have a pretty sunshiny day. Well, we should always thank Him for that. That's a reason to be happy, to rejoice. Okay. Well, that's a fun thing to do. I'll sit at the table and eat up my lunch. I'll save a few bites for my teddy to munch. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, you know what? Do you have she has a special teddy. Looks like they both do. Do you have a special teddy or a special stuffed animal or something that you play with? Well, isn't that nice? Well, do you take it around everywhere you go? Sometimes, not always, but you have it at home? Okay. Well, that's really nice. But it looks like they're having a snack and having their teddy with them. It looks like they're having their lunch. Well, it looks like they're having a good day so far. Well, I'm glad you have something special to play with. I will rejoice in a warm, cozy lap as I hear a good story before my noon nap. Well, boys and girls, I hope you're enjoying this story, and I hope you have someone to read with you and And maybe some of you can read it yourself. I'll lie down and dream about castles and kings, princes and dragons with shimmering wings. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. I will rejoice in the evening light when my family is home, settled in for the night. Well, Jack and Jill, are you always happy when everybody is home from your family? Maybe your big brothers and sisters? Maybe your dad gets home from work, or your mom? Is that a good time in the evening when everybody comes home? Yes. Well, so that's a good time to rejoice, isn't it? So aren't you glad that everybody's home nice and safe and you can come have dinner together? That's a good time to rejoice. Me too. We'll sit and eat dinner and talk of the day. Then later we'll laugh as we wrestle and play. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. It looks like she's telling her dad too about all the things she's been doing today. I will rejoice and get ready for bed. I'll snuggle down tight and lay down my head. I'll cuddle up close to my trusty old bear and give thanks for Jesus as we say our prayer. I'll get hugs and kisses from Mom and then Dad, and tomorrow again I'll rejoice and be glad. Well, when you are ready to go to bed, do you get tucked in from your mom and your dad? Do you? Isn't that a good feeling? Now, do you thanks to Jesus for having a good day? Do you have a wonderful day that you could rejoice in all the good things that you did? Do you bow your hands, or lie down and say, and look at them? Do you say your prayers together? Say, thank you, Jesus, for a good day. Yes, we should do that, shouldn't we? All the good things we had, all the blessings we've had. Say, thank you, Jesus, for a good day. And then tomorrow again, you can rejoice and be glad. That's right, for another good day. That's right. Well, Jack and Jill, I like that book. Did you? Did you like the book about rejoice? Yes. They had a lot of happy things happen to them, didn't they? Had a good day. Well, I hope that you did enjoy that book today, Jack and Jill, and boys and girls. We hope you did too. And we're looking forward to the next book and a new adventure as we learn about God. Parents, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching today. And join us next time on Reading Rocks with Covenant Kids.